you were aware of the technical stopover of President Xi Jinping in Morocco on his way back to China. So, and I was like, well, wait a minute. Wasn't 2 years ago that the royal palace turned down the offer from China to develop the city of Tangier? And China said, sure, no issues. If you don't want it, that's fine with that. And now, all of a sudden, they are welcoming President Xi. And what's the catch there?
Well, so China always have tried to engage North Africa, but traditionally, China's biggest trade business partner is mostly two countries, Egypt and Algeria, because China has a long-standing history with both Egypt and Algeria, dating back from the days of anti-colonial struggle, because China supported Algeria in its independence against France, and China has supported Egypt during the Suez Canal crisis. And now China is trying to branch out. But Morocco is an interesting case because Morocco is one of the North African countries that has closest tie with Europe. Traditionally, Morocco has a very strong tie with Europe. And now at this particular juncture, European lawmakers in EU, they're trying to shut out the Chinese EV from the European market by placing high tariffs, at behest of Washington, basically, because Germany didn't want to do that. Germany actually voted against putting tariffs on EV, but France, Italy, and everyone else voted for it. And Morocco is located in a strategic location in the South Mediterranean. It's very close to the European market, and it has large lithium and phosphate deposit, which are the essential ingredient to make batteries for EVs. So the Chinese Chinese European battery maker Goshen High Tech, they announced back in June to build Africa's first gigafactory. Just north of Moroccan capital, at a cost of $1.3 billion. And that's not the only one. There's another Chinese battery maker, BTR, that's building $300 million cathode factory in Morocco. And another Chinese anode producer, Shinzoom, is building $690 million anode factory in the country. So these are not small change. There's a lot of Chinese investment coming to Morocco to leverage the Morocco's lithium and phosphate deposit. They're producing for batteries for making EV, and one of the thing I think this is one of the strategy for China to getting around the EU tariff on Chinese produced EVs is to try to produce them locally. They're building EV factories in Serbia, in Hungary, and they can be supplied by the batteries factories in Morocco. So they're building a whole connected regional supply chain in the Mediterranean region, and Morocco being one of the countries that has closest tie with the West, with Europe, is a perfect launching point. So this is why Xi Jinping made a short stop in Morocco to shore up the relations.
Yeah, but will be there some sort of a geopolitical angle to President Xi's trip to Morocco? Because the way I look at it, Carl, and please correct me if I'm wrong, the way I'm looking at it geostrategically is also that President Xi Jinping is aiming also at pushing the EU out of the African market. Will it be a fair assessment?
Well, I think it's both ways. One is, why there's a business opportunity, right? For China, business is always business, and two, it's Morocco has a strategic location being close to Europe to act as a suppliers for batteries for EVs to be exported to Europe, and if the Europeans are not investing in this, then why not us? That's for China. North Africa is always very important for both its a strategic location, being it's very close to Europe, and it's close to the Middle East, which is vitally important to China. I mean, China just have an interest for all different kind of reasons to develop relations in the area, and they are diversifying. You know, like I said, traditionally their strongest partner is Egypt and Algeria, but now they're also trying to branch out to the rest of North Africa. But whether it's to push out Europe, I think I mean, when Europe is not investing and China is, it just happened kind of naturally. That just happened. It's because for whatever reasons, European multinationals they're hesitant to put a lot of capital in Africa because, you know, whether they feel like it's not stable or for whatever reason. Whereas China is willing to come up with the money. You know, it's like the Jerry Maguire movie. Show me the money. Show me the money. Chinese is the one that's willing to put the money up front. So of course they're going to win out. And this is actually a good opportunity for Africans, because before their source of funding and investment had primarily been Europe. You know, they didn't have much elsewhere to turn. Now China provided alternative. So this is a competition. If Europe want to retain its traditional influence in Africa, well, you either put up or shut up. You got better put up some money, some real money to compete with China for the same influence.
Very interesting. I just had to think about that because I was aware of what took place 2 years ago, but you're absolutely correct. If China's thinking only in terms of business, hey, they're going to move forward with it. If countries wants to sort of prosper economically, they will get involved with the Chinese ventures and so forth. Let's go back to, I'd like